Hi everybody, it's Catherine from In the Pink Designs. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and my project today is a very easy, relatively quick box to make for a treat. This one has a pack of Skittles in it. You could probably fit 2 packs of Skittles in there if you wanted to. All sorts of little treats or gifts. I used the Cutest Halloween stamp set for the skull, which is the only one that I think I haven't used yet. Yes, but unfortunately you have to fussy cut this, but this is some really easy fussy cutting. It's really not too bad at all. The punch doesn't have that. For the sentiment, I used Time of Giving. For the boo, I used the Cute Halloween Designer Series paper. For this flap, I use the Stockings dies, has this tag in it, and the layering circle dies, and there's something else. That's it. Okay, so we need a tag from the Stockings dies and a circle that is 1 5/8 from the layering circle dies, and I embossed them with the dots embossing folder first. I don't know if you can see. Yeah, you can on there. Alrighty, we need the scallop that's just a little bit bigger that I cut out of the black glitter paper. From the Cute Halloween DSP, we need 1 piece that is 2 by 2 3/4 and 1 piece that is 2 by 1. Now the back of this, you don't have to use the whole tag if you don't want to. And I didn't want to make it this small because not much would fit in there then. But you could cut it really short if you wanted to and make a bigger piece of DSP on the back. But I just figured this would be quicker and easier for everyone to do quick for all their trick-or-treaters or office mates or for school classes and all the little things they sell at like Walmart and Target for the little 99-cent things, the spider rings, the little puzzles and things you could put in there instead. Alright, so we have those 3 pieces. And these DSP. We need a piece of Highland Heather that is 7.5 by 4 1/4. We need a piece of basic white for stamping and a piece of pumpkin pie for the sentiment. Alright, so let me get my Simply Scored. Okay, so on the 7.5 inch side, we're going to score at 1/2, 2 3/4, 4, and 6 1/4. I'm going to turn it to the 4 1/4 side, and we're going to score at 1 1/4. And that's it for scoring. Now I forgot to tell you, this box measures 2 1/4 by 3 by, at the bottom it's 1 1/4, and it goes a bit skinnier. Okay. I'm just going to fold and burnish. And I have the black paper doesn't seem to shed, but a little bit comes off of this. And I go see my husband. He's like, "Your face has a dot of glitter on it." Just a little something. Stupid. Okay. Alright, so this is what we want to do, and the skinniest rectangle is on the left-hand side. Alright, all we're going to do is get rid of this, cut the rectangle straight, and wedge the squares. Okay, so we're going to start on the bottom left, and we're going to cut the side of this rectangle straight, and we're going to get rid of this rectangle and wedge a little bit above it into the rectangle, into the skinny rectangle. Okay. Then we're going to go to the other side of the rectangle, cut it straight, skip the square, cut this side of the this rectangle straight, and then wedge the square. Go to the other side of this rectangle, cut it straight, and then wedge this square. And that's what it should look like when you're finished cutting. Okay, now we're going to take our tear and tape, and we're going to put it on what's left of the skinny rectangle close to the score line. And I'm going to get my, take your pick tool, I'm going to take the backing off. I'm going to flip it over, flip the side with the tape over, and then the other side to meet it. Okay, so this is our back here. So we're going to put the sides down and the back, and this is where we're going to put more tape close to the edge. You can put another one if you want, but I don't think that this is going to get too heavy. There's not a huge amount of space for you to put something really heavy in there. All right. Okay. Now what we have to do with our tag, which I should have done before, but that's okay. You're going to get your Simply Scored again, and you're going to put it with the straight side against the left, and we're going to score it at 2.5. Okay, and of course you can cut this shorter if you'd rather do that. Alrighty, now I'm going to get my liquid glue. And we want to make sure we start with the liquid glue at least 1/4 inch down, because I don't want it to squish up, but I don't want to also have it pull off. So that, and then you know what? I'm just going to run my, just kind of, don't squeeze your glue, but just kind of move up a little so that it's very thin up there. Okay. So then, where's my back again? Okay, this is my back. And I'm going to lay this down so that the score line is just a little bit above the box, and make sure you have it. Okay, and just make sure that your box is centered on there correctly, nothing sticking out the wrong way. All right, now you're going to push with your middle fingers and squeeze with the rest, and just squeeze to the top. The sides will just go as they want to. Right, and if you put a lot in there before, like I'm going to put my Skittles in there, but that's really thin. But if you put a bigger amount, you can put Kisses in here or something, it won't go all the way down. It'll stop, and you'll have a little bit more room, which is fine too. All right, and then that is your box. Not too bad, right? Pretty easy. And I forgot to put the DSP under here, but that's okay. All right, so do your DSP before you put your tag on. That's all. All right, we'll put this on the front, and this piece is 2 by 2 3/4. Excuse my dog squeaking. Where'd it go? All right, and since I already put the tag on, I'm not going to bother with this, but I would put this on, and this piece is 2 by 1. Put it on before you put the rest of your tag. Sorry about that. All right, or you could just have it like this. It's not a big deal. Okay, so now we need our Velcro dots. These are 5/8 inch that I got on, I'm not sure if I got them either on Amazon or on Walmart.com. Just search for Adhesive Velcro dots. And I cut these 5/8 ones in half. And I'm just gonna put one on this part of the flap, and then the matching one on top of it with the adhesive facing me. And then I'm just going to make sure everything's nice and even. And I'm just going to press, not too hard because I don't want to squish everything. I'm going to pull it up, and then it can really give it a good push. Okay, and that's our box. Now we're going to do some stamping. So we need our basic white and our pumpkin pie. And I'm going to show you, now I just did the skull, just the face stamp and the outline, but they also have an inside stamp. I like my skeletons just plain white, but we can do it. I'm going to show you how I would do it on the using the filler stamp. I'm using Smoky Slate, but that's too dark. So I'm going to stamp off on a piece of scrap and then stamp it on my cardstock. And then I'll use the outline with Tuxedo Black. And just go like that. But today I'm just going to make it a white skeleton. And we need the face. I'll put it on this guy so you can see. That's how he looks with a little bit of gray. I don't know if you can tell. And I'm just going to make this guy white. Okay. I guess you could make like a purple one, orange one. You can make all different color ones. That's true. All right. So then we need our pumpkin pie cardstock and the boo from Time of Giving. Just using this from the stamp set and Tuxedo Black ink, and I'm just going to pop it in there, and then I'm going to cut it because it came out a little bit crooked. So I'm just going to cut it. Oops. And I'm going to do just slanted. And that's our sentiment, right like that. Okay, so then I'm just going to fussy cut skeleton, which is really, it's pretty easy lines to make, not too hard at all. And there you go. Okay, now we need our glitter paper in black and our embossed circle, and I told you, I think it was 1 5/8. So I'm just going to put these together with liquid glue, and then I'm going to glue it. Let me just make sure this is centered. Yeah. And then I'm going to glue it right here on the front flap. I thought this was just a really quick and easy project that you could do for your trick-or-treaters, or that you're going to do a lot of. And this, you can get 2 out of each piece of cardstock. And I made this with all my scraps, which is what is really good. Just scraps of cardstock, scraps of DSP, because it's really not too big. All right, and then I'm going to get my dimensionals. I'm going to put them on my skeleton. I'm going to put it right in the middle of the circle. Okay, now I have some of the glittered organdy ribbon. I'm just going to open up my flap, and I'm going to run this inside the flap, close it on it, and then I'm just going to tie a bow that have it sit right above the circle. Okay, this is where all of the glitter comes from when you're tying it. All right, now what did I do with my, there's my sentiment. I'm just going to glue it right there. There we go. And for the final touch, I'm going to put some Wink of Stella in the features of my skeleton. Okay, and that's it. Thank you so much for watching. If you'd like to buy any of these products, my address for Stampin' Up! Is at the top of the screen. And please subscribe if you're not subscribed, and hit the like button if you like this project. Thank you so much, and I will see you next time. Have a great weekend. Bye.